Hello, this is Terrie, and I'm here to teach you a relaxation technique that I think you might appreciate. And it's to use at any time that you really need to take a break and relax your entire body. It's a good thing to use in the morning when you get up before you start your day. It's a wonderful thing to be using when you go to bed at night and you're just clearing out your body and relaxing and being ready to to go to bed and go to sleep. So here we go. I'm going to teach it to you, and you can change it as you need to have you fit it to your own lifestyle. So here we go. First of all, I want you to just take a nice deep breath all the way in and all the way out. And then just take another deep breath in, all the way in and all the way out. Very good. Now go ahead and let's start by working on your left foot and leg and lower leg and upper leg, but first your foot. Just bring your foot, I've got a great big foot there, don't I? Bring your foot up and your toes up and just squeeze in that position, and then relax. And then let's go ahead up to your lower leg and squeeze just that lower leg, that calf muscle. Squeeze. If you want to be doing your foot at the same time, if that's helpful, that's just fine. Squeeze, and relax. Very good. Now let's go up to your thigh, and let's see how we can do that just by just focusing on your leg there, your upper leg. Squeeze, relax. And go ahead and take another deep breath in. Very good. Now let's go ahead and go to the other foot and pull that foot up. You don't want to push your toes down because you might get a Charlie horse. So bring your toes up and pull, squeezing those muscles up, and relax those foot muscles. Good job. Now let's go ahead and go to your calf and squeeze that calf muscle. If you need to squeeze your foot at the same time, that's just fine. Squeeze, and relax. Kind of squeezing to a count of 5, 4 or 5, whatever works for you. And now let's go up to your thigh muscles, and let's go ahead and squeeze those. I'm kind of doing it by pulling up on my leg. You do it however works for you. Squeeze, and relax. Very good. And let's this time, just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and do both legs at the same time. Both feet and lower legs and upper legs. Okay, so pull both your feet up. I'm counting to 5 and relax. Now let's do the thighs, let's do the calves. And I'm pulling up on my feet a little bit to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Now let's go up to your thighs and do both thighs at the same time. Squeeze my buttocks that time. Let's do that again. Squeeze. Very good. That's nice. And that's a different way to do it, is later on you might want to do both at the same time. It's a little bit faster that way. Whatever works for you is great. Okay, now let's go ahead and go up to this part of the body. Not in the back, but just the front. Okay, so let's start with, now this may sound kind of strange, but let's start with your kegels. Some people call it kegels, some people call it kegels muscle, and that's the muscle that's right down in here at the top of your legs. It's kind of makes a hammock muscle from your tailbone to your pubic bone. So and that's the muscle that you squeeze when you're on a trip and you drank a lot of water and all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, I've got to go, and there's 20 miles left until the next restroom. So you got to kind of hold that in by squeezing your Kegels muscle. So here we go. So just locate that down in there and squeeze it up. This is good for gals when they get older, and those muscles, the muscles that hold all your organs in the lower part of your body, get a little bit loose. Kegels is a good one to be using, to squeezing throughout the day to strengthen those muscles so that your those organs have a nice firm, structure to support them. And for men, it's when sometimes they have to have their prostate removed, and in those situations, then again, it's a good idea to give more strength and structure to the floor of your pelvic cavity. So it's good for both females and males. Okay, so let's go ahead and squeeze that Kegels muscle. Squeeze, 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 and relax. Let's just do it one more time. Squeeze, 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 and relax. And by relaxing that Kegels muscle, you are actually sending a message to your brain saying everything's okay and I can relax my body. So the Kegels muscle is pretty darn important in that respect as well. Okay, now where should we go? Let's go ahead to our bellies and squeeze in our bellies. Squeeze, 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 and relax. Very, very good. Notice especially what it feels like when your belly, your tummy is relaxed. That's a very important thing to do and you'll be using your belly when you're breathing. And that's actually the healthiest kind of breathing you can do, is that low, slow belly breathing. Okay, where should we go now? Let's go on up to your chest and just squeeze your chest together, just like that, just like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Very good, nice job. And I think we'll just go maybe one more place here, and that would be your throat. And you can feel your throat when you're tightening the inside of your throat and the soft palate. This is the hard palate is right there on the top of the roof of your mouth. And then if you go back further, you'll notice you can reach it with your tongue, and you'll notice it's nice and soft back there. And so it's important to kind of try to soften that up too, and you can do that by working on your throat. So go ahead and tighten your throat up, inside and out. I can feel it right there, tightening up. It's tightening in the inside as well, including the soft palate. And relax. Just notice what that feels like when all of that part of your body, and including down in here, is relaxed. Feels pretty nice, huh? Okay, now where should we go? I am thinking let's go to your bottom now, your buttocks. And we're gonna be starting with your buttocks, and then we'll go up your back. Okay, so here we go. Let's squeeze your buttocks together. And as you do that, you'll notice you kind of lift off the chair. Okay, squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Relax back into the chair. Nice job. And now let's go ahead and push your lower back out. Just the way back there, your lower back. Push, push, push into your chair. You've got a chair like this, nice and soft. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Boy, does that feel good. Stretching that muscle. Squeeze, squeeze, and relax. Really feels good to me. Okay, now let's go to the middle part of your back and push it out. Push, 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 push toward your chair. And relax. That feels good too. Okay, now let's go to your shoulders and let's pull your shoulders up toward your ears. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mine cracked. I don't know about yours. And relax. So much of the time when we're stressed, we have no idea we're even stressed, and our shoulders just gradually go up toward our ears, and we're walking around like this. So that's a real important one to work on. And in fact, about a year ago, I started working on all of this with myself, and this was my real vulnerable place, the place that always seemed to get tense, and no matter what, especially with technology, computers, that sort of a thing, makes me nervous. I'm just afraid that I'm never going to figure it out, that kind of a thought process. Anyway, let's go ahead and work on those really important shoulders. Pull them up again to a count of 4 or 5, and relax. Boy, does that feel good. Okay, now let's go ahead and see what we can do to tighten the muscles of the tiny little muscles in our scalp in the back here. See if you can do that. Just squeeze, 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 and relax. Oh, let's try the neck. I forgot it. Squeeze the neck. Do whatever you can to squeeze the neck. Back in the back, excuse me. Okay, and relax. Glad we didn't forget that one. Okay, and let's do the scalp one more time. If that's too difficult for you, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. All right, relax. Okay, now we're going to go to the front part of our face, and this is the really fun part because we make all kinds of contortions and silly faces when we do this. So, but I'm in this with you, so you have to take over. You have to see what I'm doing as well. I look just as silly. So let's go ahead and scrunch up our whole entire face. and relax our eyes and our cheeks, our mouth, and even our throat if that tended to tense up with your face. Let's do it one more time. I think we're going to go one more place. We're going to go to our eyes, a very, very important place to relax. We don't even think of that place ever. So let's go ahead, and what I want you to do now is pretend like you're a cat, a little kitten, and you see a big dog coming toward you. What do? Well, before you run, you probably your eyes kind of narrow down and you focus on that dog, and you focus like this, trying to take in all the information that you can, and then then you probably run, but we're not going to run. What we're going to do is do the opposite of focusing in on that one spot out there. We're going to relax our eyes. Even let your eyes blur. As you let your eyes blur, you might even notice that instead of focusing on one little pinpoint out there, or that scary dog out there, you can now see kind of the perimeter of your eye. Focus right around here. You can notice what's there. I see that light over there. I see a light over here. I see kind of a light pole over here. I can see the ground there. I'm just kind of seeing what's on the perimeter now, but my eyes I'm not seeing it clearly. Everything is just kind of relaxed and blurred out. So go ahead and just sit there just for a little bit with your blurred out vision, just allowing your eyes just to relax and just blur out. Is that important? Well, because that blurring out of your eyes also sends a message to your brain that everything's okay and you can relax your body. So that's a little trick that can be very helpful to people. Okay. And I think we've done it all. You have relaxed your entire body. Now that your entire body is relaxed, let's go ahead and do some belly breathing. This is the healthiest kind of breathing that you can do. And when we're tense, when we're nervous, when we're scared, we tend to breathe up here, up in our high chest, and shallow and fast. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I think you can. When we're relaxed, the best way of relaxing our bodies and our minds are to belly breathe. Breathe right down in here. Allow the breath to go down. Well, actually, it's pushing the diaphragm down, which pushes your tummy out. And so, opera singers, you can't be an opera singer. I never will be. I wish I could, but I don't have the voice. Opera singers, one of the first things they have to learn is how to use their diaphragm muscles, how to pull those muscles down and expand out the breath down low in the belly. So that's the best thing you can do right now as you're relaxing, is just allow your belly to do the work. And as you breathe in, your belly expands out. As you breathe out, your belly gently relaxes. Try that again. Breathing in, breathing out. And if you put your one hand up here and the other hand here, you'll notice this hand goes out and in. And this hand is still. Again. Very good. One more time, belly breathing. Good job. If you want to, might kind of seem silly, but you can even connect your belly breathing with relaxing your Kegels muscle. Those two together even give a nicer relaxation effect to all of your body. Very, very good. And it's not fast breathing. It's nice and slow, low breathing down in here. And the more you can do that throughout your day, practice that slow, low belly breathing and relaxing your body, it's going to become a habit for you. But you have to train your body to do that. It doesn't come automatically. You need to train it to do that. I used to be, not very long ago, about, like I said, about a year ago, or maybe a little bit more than that, I used to just immediately, when I would get tensed up, especially with computer technology, that's my go-to place where I tense up. Well, I used to, not anymore. But anyway, I used to immediately, my whole body would tense. If I came onto a little bit of a problem on the computer, and my shoulders would go up automatically every single time. However, I trained myself to relax through that. If I had a problem that came up, I cognitively, I told myself something else. It's going to work out one way or the other. And then I relaxed my body. And now I automatically relax my body when a problem comes up. It's pretty amazing. And you can do that with social anxiety, with any kind of anxiety at all. Driving anxiety, those are my go-tos. Any anxieties that you have, either at home or with people that you know, socially, or at work, you can actually train yourself to stay pretty darn calm through that process, and it feels awfully good. So I invite you to work on this particular exercise. It can definitely help you if you do it in the morning to start the day right. If you do it perhaps at noon or lunchtime, I should say, whenever that lunchtime is for you. You might be doing shift work. And then again at night, or whenever it is that you're going to sleep, that's absolutely a wonderful time to do it. And any other time during the day, you don't have to make it so long as we did today. You can do shortcuts, and you can figure that one out. I would say, boy, checking on yourself, several times a day. And one thing that some people do is every time they have to open a door and go in, or then they go ahead and they stop, take a deep breath in, and relax their whole body, and then they go in. So you can do it in have any kind of triggers that you want out there. When you leave your house, to go to work, or to drive your car, you can do it then. Relax your whole body. And you can do it throughout the day at work, or the evening at work, or the night at work, whatever it may be. And you can do it when you go to sleep at night. So I hope that's helpful to you. And if you have any questions about that, give me a call or email me. And email me at Terrie, Terrie, symbol at aboisecounselor.com. And then I can help you. So thank you. Bye now.